Attention all personnel. Unscheduled pollinization cycle is about to commence. Please evacuate the orchards at this time. Releasing the mosquitoes for pollinization. Cycle is now in progress.
What does that sound? And why am I sure we're about to find out?
Just kidding. You die long before a mosquito grew tired of stinging you.
Sure. No problem.
Analysis. This discarded canister is typical of the R-mounted storage tanks on the orchard's agricultural mechanicals. However, it is not currently attached to a mechanical. This canister contains a high amount of vinegar in addition to water. Warning. Use of vinegar, a known herbicide on purpleberry saplings, is a violation of Rizzo's agricultural standards. These canisters can typically be found in the nursery storage building in the purpleberry orchards. Chemical makeup of substance: 50% water, 50% vinegar.
Here they come!
timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This console is 95% non-functional. Remaining 5% functionality stems from display reading console non-functional. Cause of shortout is most likely related to purple residue splattered all across the keyboard.
You know you're liable to get...
Substance contains trace amounts of purple berries, fruit flavors, and...
Someone needs to get to hive control to shut down the swarms. Someone needs to get to hive control to shut down the swarms.
No active mosquitoes detected outside of the hive. The pollinization cycle is concluded. Upon sealing all orchard gates, surviving workers may now return to your station.
You're back! We just got a new shipment of... Now I'd love to get you something. Maybe a couple... Oh, I'm so glad you said... Every part of the orchards is so rich. We have 3 tour options. Premium. Which kind? You're in luck. We have one left. Normally there are 100 bits, but seeing how I'm sold out of everything... That's great. Wow, what a strange question. I'm much too delighted to be suspicious. Jacob's predecessor also splurged briefly on a bottle beyond his pay grade. Oh, if you're looking for your own Spectrum, remember that you can always buy from...
You're back, I see.
I think it's more...
How's the investigation? All right. A drink? I ain't never heard of no saboteur dumping drinks all over equipment to destroy it. I hate to say it.
How many times do I have to tell you this, old man? Slug isn't behind your problems. Slug...
Ha! Knew Slug was behind the damn sabotage.
Please. We're subtle, but that's too subtle. If we wanted to destroy your...
Huh. You didn't destroy any of them?
One less expense for you to explain to your bosses, Hathaway.
So what were the fine details of the sabotage anyhow? Were Slug's lackeys trying to get them... Of course. And what better way to do that than by targeting our pollinizers? They'd be a hell of a pain to kill manually. But if you set the mechanicals to do it...
In your delusional fantasy, the waspitos wouldn't be out until next pollinization cycle. Wouldn't someone notice the rampant mechanicals beforehand?
That seems like a question you should be asking yourself. Well, yes, it's possible to manually start and end cycles in Hive Control, but we keep a careful watch on it. And there have been no non-Rizzo's personnel in or out.
Stop wasting everyone's time, Hathaway. What you're proposing is infinitely less likely than an idiot maneuver by one of your incompetent workers. I won't hear any... Let's go through this one final time so even you can't confuse it, Hathaway. Slug...
Talk about ghosts all you like, but someone was screwing with my orchards. If it wasn't... Right now, we of the orchards have to settle things with Slug. I reckon that you're about as impartial a third party as we're gonna get.
Ah, what the hell. The orchardist seems to get off on complicating what should be a simple deal, but at this point, I just want to be paid. I knew you wouldn't let us down. Thank you very much, Inspector.
What? Oh, that's that. From the moment I... And now, since I've screwed this up, I'm sure I'll get transferred again.
And the loss of so many waspitos will set back production at the orchards for weeks, if not months. I'm disappointed in you. Something about this incident troubles me. The You have my attention. That's deeply upsetting. Dr. Leora Blossom was an extraordinary scientist and a friend. We have a murderer on the loose, Inspector. As if the death of Halcyon Helen wasn't enough of a blow to our facility. Her commitment to her NDA was admirable. I'll make sure to accelerate the payout of her death benefits to her next of kin. Interesting. The Rizzo's family is a small family, Inspector. Most of us recognize. Still, any information is good information. It troubles me to believe Leora could have been murdered. If there's anything else you'd like to Insisted. That's interesting. We'd scheduled a tour of the lab for Helen. Purely a public relations event to be held sometime. Then again, Helen and I were not well acquainted. I can't... little of consequence. We'd tour the grounds, pause at some locations appropriate for a portrait, let her shake hands with... A picnic? I don't recall approving a private social gathering at the orchard. Thank you for bringing... That's troubling, to say the least. Any transfer of proprietary data is strictly prohibited without my permission. Everything in research and development is important. But you're right. This feels like more than corporate espionage. Did you This incident at the orchards must be connected to Helen's murder somehow. My apologies, Inspector. This case is under... When you're ready, I suggest a word with the hotel coroner. She should have finished her autopsy by now.
I don't think you can see us.
Beep, beep, beep. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh, sweet gibbering law! Where'd you come from? Sorry. Whoa, 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 it's not what it looks like. I'm the mascot for the Rizzo's Rangers. 3-time, non-consecutive, all-halcyon. I seem to have wandered into the wrong premises. I have mistaken this penthouse for the Rizzo's Rangers locker room on account of my headgear.
Really? Great. I think I even have my...
Wow. Looks like you've got some mascots of your own, except they're heavily armed. I am acting on behalf of Mr. Black Hole Birdie, the Holmeister, the Hack Attack. I don't have a lot of time, but Mr. Birdie sent me to retrieve a message, something he recorded for Ms. Bellamy while he was off his kilter. It's extremely difficult for me to tell you no. In fact, I'm experiencing enormous mental anguish. Will you meet me later, over at the pilot house? I swear, from the bottom of my employment contract. What? But I can't? Please don't hurt me. I'm sorry. The pilot house complex. Helen, where did we go wrong? Oh, Lo, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for... Helen, I love you. I love you so much. Out of my way! To shred, you say? House done! Ha! Want to be your friend? Don't mess with the best.
Inspector, good to see you. Let me just grant you access, and welcome to the Piraeus spaceport.
Hey, boss! Watch this! Covering you!
No one bring me down.
Everyone all right?
I could use a new pair of glasses.
Can't imagine where you misplaced your old pair.
Here we go.
They're going down!
I am a storm.
Just like my old one.
What a fortunate find, eh?
Hey, you. Hey, you look like you need some stuff. Fancy watch? Junk. These are people's prized... Huh? Oh. I would certainly not admit to that. Take a look for yourself.
I say, this pocket watch has someone's initial. If you lose anything now...
My last quarterly review said I had an attitude problem. Morale improvement program fixed me right up.
You don't know how grateful I am to the morale improvement program. Changed my life.
You're sure he's not in the museum?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Discrepancy detected. Rizzo's company policy clearly states that all proprietary mascots must exhibit signs of physical life. Excellent observation, Inspector. Have you deduced a possible cause of death? Unusually small entry wounds indicate exotic weaponry. Closest approximations are 1. Incident involving a game of darts. 2. The Needler. Yes, Inspector. The Needler. Bespoke handgun carried and wielded by Halcyon Helen. Famously deployed by Halcyon Helen in Terror on Monarch. This weapon was responsible for executing the Chief of the Savages, played by Spencer Woolridge. This unit is incapable of providing ethical advice. This unit is also incapable of answering rhetorical questions.
I would have just broken it.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This empty bottle of spirits does not belong to any known corporate brand. Suspicious residue detected. Excellent deduction, Inspector. Imbibing of unauthorized beverages is strictly prohibited under Rizzo's company law. Ingredients include antiseptic alcohol, sucrose, and unidentifiable miscellaneous organic material.
Wonder what they use this thing for. Wonder what they use this thing for.
Hey, you! We've been looking for you, and by we, I mean Slug. Been real busy sniffing around Eridanos for clues, haven't you, Inspector? See, Sluglight Underground don't like that much.
If you had anything to do with Sublight, you'd have started shooting about 12 words ago.
Should have kept your nose where it belonged, Inspector. Slug's sick of all your meddling in their affairs. Our affairs, I mean. We're... Draw, you damn breadworm, draw! Well, you ain't gonna stick that nose anywhere ever again. Quick, everyone! Get him!
Incoming, Captain!
Here I come! Nice hit!
We're done here.
Does Sublight Underground run this place? Looks a lot cleaner than the Groundbreaker.
That's a lot of containers. Is this just a distribution center, or you think they're planning something?
I think I prefer the rest and go.
What do you want?
Boss, it's Birdie Holcomb. Black Hole Birdie. The Holmeister? The Hack Attack.
Shh, not so loud. How'd you know it was me? Yeah, that makes sense. You must be a good one to sniff me out. I'm in no mood to sign autographs, and I hate disappointing fans. So I'm lying low. You know, incompleto. Well, they ain't talking to me, at least. Oh, what's it matter? Helen's gone. She's gone, and nothing I do will bring her back. I've been trying to find who did this. That's what she would do. Track down the killer and bring them to justice. But I'm stumped. And not very clever. Being bright was always Helen's thing.
Oh, come on, Birdie. You're plenty sharp. Anybody who's...
Oh, so you're the inspector. Hope you have more luck figuring things out. You probably want to ask me some questions, huh? I'm sure you're asking everybody questions, so you can find Helen's killer. So, how do I help? I was getting blotto with the rest of the Rangers. You know, soaked.
Looter, half shot, void lush. On the biz, 1 bit down, 3 bits up.
The team noticed I was in a bad way when I got back to the hotel. When I told them Helen and I were Splitsville, they wanted to cheer me up. The hotel staff said we was bothering the other guests on account of all the crying and yelling and practice body tackling. Zeke said... We ended up at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. I think somebody wanted to pet a woolly. There was this one cow off away from the others. Zeke figured it'd be a laugh to get her drunk. One thing... I don't know. We were drunk. And we made bad choices. She was all... My memory's a little muddled after that. I guess me and the team got... I reckon not. See, I went to the weather she'd asked me to get it, mind. I wasn't stealing. Sure did. Only there was a guard out there. She started yelling about how I was trespassing and in serious trouble. Real sure. It was dark as night gets. Anyway, I didn't much feel like trying to explain why I was out there, or why I was drunk, and holding someone else's data. Ran like the Rangers were down by 3, and I just bronzed the toss ball in the Friday zone. I didn't know where I was going, but my legs took me straight to my friend's... to my... fridge... Raider. I don't want to tell you. I'll get in trouble. Should I?
Ever seen Terror on Monarch, Birdie?
Yeah?
You remember that part when she narrowly escapes the clutches of the Sulphur Queen and her pet raptidons? They based it on me, Birdie. I'm the Queen of Monarch, and our captain here's got a ship.
They did? Is that right?
I think we ought to take Birdie here on a little getaway. And her millions of little children. Ever been eating a...
What? No! This doesn't sound like a fun getaway at all. Look, I talked to Oric, okay? Oric West. Hangs out around the spaceport. He's the one who taught me the breathing exercises I use to calm down. confidant is like confident. Don't get the wrong idea, okay? So now you have the whole story. Woke up the next morning with Helen's data pad in my hand and the hangover to end all hangovers. Don't know if I'll ever drink again. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you'll probably want to... Yeah, of course. Of course. Helen sure did have the prettiest handwriting. Yeah. Yeah, me too. Sorry. Here you go, Inspector. Hopefully they make more sense to you. Either she was writing in code or I'm dumber than a bag of hammers. I tried... Okay. And listen, I want to help you find her killer, Inspector. I knew Helen better than anybody. And... I get it. I'll head back to the Grand Colonial then. What do you want? Yeah. Oric hangs around the spaceport. What a... Look, you and me, we both know I'm a big, dumb tossball star, right? Helen, she saw me as more than that. She saw someone who had more to offer. Being with Helen was magic. I wish I knew. Must have been something I did. At the picnic, Helen just kept saying she didn't want to... Maybe one of the higher-ups in motion pictures was giving her trouble over us? I don't know. I tried to understand. Rival actresses, maybe? I don't know too much. Except for Helen's pictures, obviously. What do you want? I remember sending her the recording, but... Law, I was halfway to preserved by then. If I'd said something dumb, folks might think I was involved in her death. You listened to it? What I... Thank the architect. I hope she heard it. I don't want the last time she heard my voice.
Hey, pal. Over here. Hey there. You looking to unwind, friend? Maybe you're on your way to the bar for a good time. Maybe you're interested in something a little better than beer, or... The name's Oric. I deal in, shall we say, holistic pharmacy. I know. Ooh, it came out of the ground. Why go for that homegrown shit when you could be pumping your body full of effort accelerators? Well, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, pal. Those pharmaceutical... alternatives. That's the way to go, pal. Trust me. No matter what... What do I sell? I've got premium shit, my friend. Vitamins like you wouldn't believe. Calcium. You got stress problems? I got stress solutions. Aromatherapy. Eases the mind. And if you're a real freak... techniques to calm yourself by fooling your own mind. Wait, you ain't a sheriff, right? You gotta tell me if you're a sheriff. I'll be honest, I don't really know where that puts us. All right, fine. Yeah, Yeah, that was me. Birdie's got a temper, but he's not a bad kid, you know? Yeah. Damn shame about that. Birdie thought the world of Helen, you know? He showed up drunk at my place wanting to talk about the breakup. Helen dumped him, he said. We talked for a while, and when he felt better, I sent him back to the hotel. Told him to drink more. He may or may not buy alternatives from me from time to time. A little diluted mantis or essence here, a little vitamin B negative there. He's stressed out of his mind, the poor guy. Everyone knows his name. Can't turn around without having to sign an autograph. Then you throw in playing tossball for a living. Violence like that, it does things to...
I'm pleased to hear that. Bertie Holcomb is a valuable asset to the Rizzo's Rangers property. When Helen was murdered, Bertie was nowhere to be found. The timing of his disappearance is... Try not to feel too bad for him. Bertie is a brilliant athlete. The universe has balanced his talent. Bertie has always had trouble controlling his temper. He's responsible for the untimely demise. It's only natural to be suspicious. Helen's death was... Be plain with me, Inspector. I'm relieved to hear that. I happen to be something of a fan of the hack attack. I'd like you to continue your investigation. I appreciate that. I'd rather keep Bertie within the... If you're through investigating Bertie, I recommend looking into Cedric Kincannon. He's been entirely too comfortable since we began this investigation.